Lethal Company is a game that suddenly appeared and started spreading like a wildfire on the internet. Just by taking a gander at all these wonderful moments happening, you could tell that this game is special.
Hey, open it!
You're probably here because you've been seeing the game quite a bit or have played it yourself. But what is it that makes this game fun to play?
Oh my god! You're kidding me! He wants uppies! Oh shit! Yeah, cockroach, go!
A fucking scoliosis.
There's only one main objective. Work to get scrap until you can't meet the growing quota. Pretty straightforward. But the fun hides behind the situations you encounter and how you deal with them. Upon starting your work journey for this very lethal company, you aren't educated on what's all out there. You don't get any insight into the monsters you are about to face. I don't even know if I've seen all the creatures there are to find in the game, which is good. You shouldn't be eager to learn all these monsters and what exactly they all do and how to counter them. Walking into the unknown is something that makes the encounters unexpected and dramatic.
Oh god! A fucking general. Ah! What was that?
The enemy variety is what I think truly makes this game what it is. There isn't just one or two monsters chasing you the entire time. No, that would just make the game too basic. Instead, there are several enemies and a procedurally generated building with their own unique way of causing mayhem. One of these enemies I can't resist not talking about, so I will. This demon guy that lurks in the shadows. What he does best is snatching your friends. Sometimes you don't even realize what happened to your buddy. They just completely vanish.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Ah!
D?
All of a sudden, you go from having a comforting conversation with your friend to quickly being alone and lost. Being alone and lost hasn't happened to me very often for very long, but when it does, reality reminds you that this game can be terrifying. The only thing I ever wanted in these times was to find that damn door. When you finally make it outside and believe that you are going to make it to the ship, you run into problems. Big problems.
He's inside the ship! He's inside! He get inside!
Yeah, there's dangers outside too. For the most part, these encounters typically happen on your trip back to your ship later in the day. You think you're safe inside your ship while your friends explore the building? Think again.
He's hitting me! He's hitting me!
I'm sorry, Wheezy. I'm watching.
Think you could just walk around all willy-nilly? Nope. Think you can be safe from this child if you walk outside?
She's coming for me!
Again, these encounters have variety. Although the game's main objective may be collecting and selling scrap, the fun is within the multitude of situations you can find yourself in. I'm not sugarcoating it either when I say this game can be terrifying. Everyone generally hates the feeling of being chased. Listen to these footsteps from a monster coming at me as soon as I enter the building.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know about you, but the footsteps coming at me fast in the dark is a feeling that skyrockets my anxiety. The sound design is something to really fear in this game. The stop and go movement from the coil heads genuinely send chills down my spine. Big spider noises walking around in the dark is something I immediately want to get away from.
Activate!
And the Jackbox cranking himself up is like a ticking time bomb.
What is happening?
I don't like it.
What's happening?
On the more hilarious side, activating landmines makes for a quick chaotic moment.
Can you deactivate it?
Let me see.
Okay.
Nope. This is where I give my props to the developer. Being able to have enemy varieties that have their own unique visual and sound designs really adds to the experience and replayability of this game. There are also nice touches of detail everywhere, such as being able to interact with several pieces of scrap you pick up. You can get things such as hair dryers, laser pointers, signs you can hit with, and this masterpiece. You can also piss off whatever the squid monster is when selling scrap.
You're pissing it off.
And what kind of game would this be without friends? Mixing friends and intense scary situations is a combination you must experience. Lethal Company isn't afraid to be goofy in moments of horror. Just look at the absolute tank of a unit our characters are when running. This game has become popular fast because of the wacky situations it throws you in with people. The proximity chat has effects thrown on, such as the echo cutoff when you go in between world spaces.
Oh. Hey.
Alright, we're safe. You could be on the other side of a wall and hearing the terrors your friends are experiencing.
Guys?
You're going to have at least one dude just constantly using the air horn, and they are probably the same person causing the most chaos. The main objective of just collecting scrap seems incredibly boring on paper, which is probably the weakest part of the game. But the incentive is going to be the silly and also terrifying moments that are happening very often. This game is the definition of grab your friends, throw them into a game full of terrors, and watch the chaos settle in. There is progression to be had and incentives to continue playing the game. Selling the scrap and meeting quota doesn't mean you lose that money that you made. It's just an achievement you have to reach, or you can say goodbye to all your hard-earned items. That's where you're encouraged to keep playing, for the new cool items and locations to buy. Someone is going to want to waste all their money on something as luxury sounding as a jetpack.
I can't pick you up.
Holy shit!
The locations you can buy aren't a one-time purchase, it's more like an investment, but they take you to a richer filled building that can open the door for more possibilities. I've noticed that you get this different building theme more often, and you are also pitted against more enemies. Once you get to a point where the quota is too high, you're basically trapped at these locations, as you'll need all the money you can get. One way or another, you will eventually meet your doom.
We're all fucking dead.
Now, a big concern might be the longevity of Lethal Company. How much time can we really consume out of this game? And that I wouldn't worry about. For the price you're paying for one of the best games to pick up currently. There's lots of enemy variety, several items to invest in, funny game mechanics, and a few locations to explore. More content will come, and mods are already getting made to allow crazier things such as bigger lobbies. You thought 4 people was already enough? Try getting more than 10 people in a game. If I had to share my experience with the game, I'd say it was a roller coaster of emotions. In a good way. If you have been looking for something new, something refreshing, and also something to play with others for quite cheap, then I guarantee you could find plenty of fun in Lethal Company. Would you guys agree?